Hello Dairy Today viewers. On behalf of the Market 360 advisors here at Stuart Peterson, I'm Bob Davenport and this is your Dairy Week in Review for November 14th, 2014. So as usual here, let's get started by taking a look at where our CME dairy components settled at the conclusion of this week's trade. Cash cheese got beat up pretty good during this week's sessions, with the blocks settling the week at $1.94 1/4, down 25 3/4 cents. Barrels finished the week at $1.91 1/2, down 20 1/2 cents. Cash butter held up pretty well though, settling at $1.98 3/4, down just 2 cents on the week. December whey settled at 57 1/2, up 2 5/8 cents, and December non-fat dry milk settled at 135 1/8, up 2 1/8 cents on the week. So shifting over to Class 3 futures, December took some losses here this week, settling at $18.85, down 33 cents on the week overall. January held up nicely though and recovered by week's end, settling at $17.60, up 3 cents on the week. Most of the 2015 contracts followed suit and were able to recover by the end of the week and posted small gains as well. As far as our 2014 average price goes, we settled at $22.42 here, up 1 cent on the week. So it's looking more and more like that 2014 average is going to end up settling right around that $22.40 to $22.50 level for the year. So let's take a look at what we exactly saw in cash cheese here this week. You can see that things have been beat up pretty good, as I mentioned earlier, and we are down significantly on the week here. The block barrel average sold off 23 1/8 cents. That's settling at $1.92 7/8 cents on the week here, and we did take out our prior lows at $1.94. This is really our support level on the chart here, and this is the low from back in May of 2014 when we got down to $1.94. We took that out this week and again settled at $1.92 7/8, but we didn't really run into any buying interest really until Thursday's session, when the buyers finally came in and picked up a couple of blocks and barrels at those lower prices. As for Friday's session, it was just dead silence. The sellers held to the sidelines, which was supportive of cheese and Class 3 prices overall, and because of that silence from the sellers and the fact that the buyers didn't really do anything either there though, it was just enough to offer double-digit gains to Class 3 futures during Friday's session. So we finished up the week on a solid note overall. As far as 2015 cheese prices go though, although our spot price, like I said, got beat up pretty good here, down over 23 cents this week, you got to keep in mind though where 2015 cheese is already priced at. It already priced in this move lower and then some, about another 25 cents a downside yet. On average, the 2015 cheese price is priced at, by looking at the futures, at about $1.74 1/2. So there's still roughly, an upwards of 20 cents of downside already priced in below cash right now. So really, we should be able to see the cash market come down and get in line with where futures are at before those 2015 contracts really start to take much more of a hit. And we saw that happen this week here with the cash cheese price down over 23 cents. 2015 cheese prices held steady for the most part, if not even posted minor gains on the week. So it's important to keep in mind that the market has priced a lot of this downside in already, so there is still probably some wiggle room for the cash market to come down yet and not have a huge impact on those 2015 prices. So looking at weekly spot butter here, you can see that obviously we're coming off of this big sell-off here in cash butter. We did get back down in line with butter futures here at the low at about $1.74, $1.75 a pound. And since then we have seen cash butter rebound. So cash butter is rebounded to about $1.98 here, almost $1.99 to finish out the week. It was a pretty quiet week for butter though overall. Coming off of 2 up weeks in a row, we did see just a minor loss of 2 cents for butter on the week here. Again, just shy of that $2 mark, so we could run into a fair amount of selling pressure right at that $2 level though going forward. So shifting gears here now to Class 3 futures. Now Class 3 futures are really continuing their downtrend here, but we did see a fair amount of volatility here this week. As far as our second month chart goes, this is what we have here, a weekly chart of the second month contract, which is still currently that December contract for another couple of weeks here. So December milk settled the week at $18.85, and that is a loss of 33 cents on the week so far. So the December contract was the one that took the biggest hit from the big sell-off in cash cheese this week, because the December contract was the one that's holding the most premium, and December cheese futures were priced at quite a bit of a premium to 2015 futures as well. So it was the most at risk. So that's why we saw that 33-cent sell-off here. However, we did recover 40 cents though by the close on Friday from this week's low. The low this week was $18.45 on December, and we settled at $18.85. So despite the fact that cheese was down quite a bit, December was still priced at so much of a discount to the spot market that it was able to actually come up 40 cents off the low today, despite cheese being down over 23 cents. Now, when we look at where 2015 Class 3 futures are priced at, not surprisingly, almost the same situation that we're in with cheese futures. So like I said earlier, December Class 3 settled at $18.85 here this week, 40 cents up off the low. But when we look at the average price of 2015 Class 3 futures, that average price is at $17.02 as of Friday's settlement. And you can see when we plot that $17.02 average on the second month continuous chart here, you can see right where it comes in. It's represented by this big horizontal blue line here on the chart. And you can see that coincidentally, that 2015 average price comes right in at this major long-term support level. So 2015 futures are already pricing in a move lower right to this long-term major support level on the continuous chart here. So we should hopefully continue to be able to see some downside on these nearby months before we again see any major impact on those 2015 months, just like cheese. So if we continue to see cheese prices, the spot market, come right down to $1.75, get in line with cheese futures, at the worst case scenario, hopefully we would end up seeing Class 3 prices and the nearby months just getting down and getting in line with where the 2015 average price is at. We need to see the spot market get below those 2015 cheese futures prices before it would really start to drag those 2015 Class 3 prices down. So again, I think it's just important to keep in mind how much downside the futures market already has priced in and how much doom and gloom really there is priced in out there. And that's the reason why we saw those contracts hold up so nicely this week and rally actually this week when cash cheese was down so big. So again, a lot of that downside and then some was already priced in there. So looking ahead this week, there's not a ton as far as fundamental reports going. Next week, we should have a milk production report out, so we'll touch on that in our next video. Other than that, that is going to do it for us here today. So on behalf of the Market 360 advisors here at Stewart Peterson, thank you for watching and have a great weekend.